Welcome to another Cardano update. You know what they say, another day, another dollar. Literally, Cardano is at about $1. It has been at about $1 for about 2 months now. And yeah, before I start, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. We just posted one, so yeah, make sure to check out the memberships. And Cardano is still doing absolutely nothing. Bitcoin dominance is still going sideways, and yeah, I know not many people are going to watch this video because there's nothing going on, but I'm still gonna give you an update because why not? And let's actually go on the weekly chart first. I have not talked about this chart in some time, so I guess right now it's the perfect time to do it. So I mean, the weekly chart is looking very good. We have cooled off right here on the RSI. As you can see, we went from being extremely overbought to now being not overbought anymore. The RSI is at like 62 and the price is at about $1, and I think that's very good. Now, as you can see in the previous cycle, if we got to the overbought territory, that did not mean that the cycle was over. That only meant that we had to cool off. And honestly, I mean, this move that we had right here looks a lot similar. Well, it looks very similar to this move right here, at least based on the RSI. Now, of course, it's not the exact same move, but you know, here we went to the overbought territory, we pretty much went to the exact same RSI levels, and then we just cooled off for like, let's see, about 2 or 3 months, just like we are doing right now. So if we are just doing what we did here, which, you know, I don't know if that's true or not, but if we are doing this, then we should finally start going up soon. Keep in mind, Cardano could continue going sideways until the beginning of February, and also we are still ahead of schedule. I mean, in the previous cycle, exactly 4 years ago, Cardano was down like 73% from the previous all-time high. Right now, we are down like 60-something%, so we are doing a lot better than we did in the previous cycle. And I've already talked about this in my Discord update, but basically, here, for example, in the previous cycle, in the first wave of the main third wave move to the upside, which happened in November, just like in this first wave of a third wave to the upside, and this first wave move to the upside in the previous cycle, we only went up about 100%. And this cycle, in the first wave of the third wave, we went up about 300%. Then after that, we went sideways, just like we did right here in December, exactly 4 years ago. And then after that, we started pumping in January. Right now it's January and we have not pumped really that much. I mean, we are up like 30%, but compared to what happened in the previous cycle, that's not really a lot. But you have to keep in mind that in this cycle, we did 3 times better than we did in the previous cycle in November, so maybe that's why Cardano is not really doing anything right now. Maybe we're just waiting for February to start so Cardano can finally start going up. Now keep in mind, whenever Bitcoin dominance starts dropping, that's when Cardano will most likely start going up again. I mean, here for example, when Bitcoin dominance dropped like 6 or 7%, Cardano went from about 31 cents all the way up to like $1.30 in a matter of a few weeks. And I know many people bought here, and I told you many times that it's a bad idea to buy when the price is going up. I told you that at some point we will have a correction, and I mean, right now we are having the correction. Now, as you can see, Cardano is still in an uptrend. It did get below the trend line a couple of times, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. We can just move it, and I mean, yeah, it's not the best looking trend line, but you know, at least we are still in an uptrend, so we'll see if this continues. Keep in mind, if we want to, you know, complete the third wave, we have to get to the 200% extension of the first one to set up on the chart, and that is at about $1.30. And then we will need a fourth wave move down and a fifth wave move up. And once we get these 5 waves, I will be able to confirm that the second wave move down is in, and that we are heading in a third wave of a main third wave move to the upside. And these 5 waves will only complete a first wave of this third wave. So that means that after we get above this previous high right here, and after we complete 5 waves to the upside, we will have to get a small ABC structure. This should not be anything too crazy. I mean, this could happen in like a day, maybe even less. And that would be the second wave of the main third wave. Well, the third wave of the third wave. And after that, we should get a third wave of a third wave of a third wave, and that will be the most impulsive move of the cycle. And in my opinion, that could put us near all-time highs. I did tell you many times that I'm still expecting Cardano to be at all-time highs very soon. And if we want to copy what we did in the previous cycle, we have to be at all-time highs by the end of February. Is that possible? Well, I think it is if Bitcoin dominance actually starts going down. If it starts dropping right now, we could be above $3 by the end of February. And I know that sounds insane, but keep in mind, there are some altcoins that started going up on their own. For example, XRP, it went from like 40 cents all the way up to like $3 in a matter of a couple of months. So yeah, Cardano can definitely do it as well, but we just need Bitcoin dominance to actually start going down. And we need some kind of narrative that pushes the coin. Right now there's nothing really happening. People are just waiting for some kind of news. I mean, there's literally no talk about crypto right now, so that's why people don't really care about it. But trust me, I mean, of course this is not financial advice, but I still believe that we'll get an altcoin season very soon. So this boring period will most likely end very soon, and once it ends, I will probably start giving daily updates again on some other altcoins, because I have not talked about many other altcoins in my most recent videos because there's nothing happening. I mean, there's nothing happening on the Jasmy chart, there's nothing happening on the ICP chart, there's nothing happening on the VeChain chart, so everything is just going sideways. It's not just Cardano, the whole market is just doing absolutely nothing. If you look at Bitcoin is also going sideways. It has been going sideways for many months now, for about 2 months at this point. And this is normal. I mean, this happens every single cycle. It just goes sideways for a while. But keep in mind, after a period like this, Bitcoin usually starts going up after this. So we should get some kind of, move to the upside extremely soon. And if we don't, the bull market support band will most likely have a cross, and that would not be the most bullish thing in the world. But maybe, I mean, if you look at what happened in the previous 2 cycles, for example, in the previous cycle in 2021, we did not have a cross on the bull market support band for the entire bull market if you ignore this right here. But as you can see here, for example, after we had a cross on the bull market support band, we just went sideways for a whole month. And that's, that's what we don't need right now. We don't need to go sideways. And in 2017, I mean, this is actually looking a lot better, but here we also did not have that many crosses. We were close to getting crosses, as you can see here, for example. This was very close, but the red line never really got above the green line of the bull market support band in the bull market. So yeah, we definitely don't want to see that happen. I mean, it did not even happen in the 2013 cycle. So yeah, I mean, wherever we do get a cross, that pretty much confirms that a top has formed. And we don't really want to see that right now. I don't think a top has formed. Now, of course, you could have said the exact same thing down here. We did have a cross down here, and look at what happened after that. But still, I would not really like to see a cross on the bull market support band right now, which means that if we don't want to see a cross, the green line has to start doing something like this. So it's going to be much harder for the red line to follow up if the price actually does something like this as well. If the price just continues going sideways, then the red line will catch up with the green line, and this will not be the most bullish thing in the world, obviously. So what we need to hope for right now is that we, go up again. Now, we are at all-time highs right now. I mean, we are very close to all-time highs, but nobody really cares because, Bitcoin is not going up like 10x in a matter of like a couple of days. But keep in mind, I mean, it's Bitcoin we are talking about, and Bitcoin always does well in the bull markets, so I think it's only a matter of time until that happens again. And keep in mind, my prediction remains the exact same. I think Bitcoin will get to about $255,000 by the end of the year. And once it starts pumping, it's never going to stop. So right now it could be a buying period. I mean, not for Bitcoin, and also this is not financial advice. But if you did not buy any altcoins so far, I mean, maybe right now would be the perfect time to do it. Well, not the perfect time. It's obviously not the best time to do it. The best time to do it would have been down here when Cardano, for example, was at about 29 cents. I did tell you down here multiple times, every single day, that this right here is the buying zone. The price reacted to my support zone, and I mean, yeah, it did not bounce all of a sudden, but I also talked about the cross on the bull market support band. We had this cross, and I talked about this so many times, and people were calling me crazy for this. And a couple of weeks after I talked about it, nothing really happened. Cardano continued going sideways. And I did tell you that at some point we will have to start going up because that's what we usually do. For example, here we had a cross on the bull market support band, the green line went above the red line, we did nothing for a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden we started pumping. And yeah, here we did the exact same thing, exactly like I told you we will, and we can say the exact same thing about Bitcoin dominance. Here we had a cross on the bull market support band, the red line went above the green line, and nothing has really happened since then, but I believe that something will happen extremely soon, and I believe it will look just like Cardano did over here. However, instead of going up, it will go down because we had the red line go above the green line. So whenever this starts going down, it should do something like this. And what do you know? I am expecting something like that because, it has been like 65 days since the cross on the bull market support band. In the previous 2 cycles, it only took about 48 days for something to happen after the cross. So yeah, I'm still expecting it to go down. Keep in mind, we got rejected by the 0.618 resistance level of the previous all-time high, just like we did over here. And yeah, this is normal, and I believe it will start going down very, very soon. I know I've been saying that for a very long time now, but you have to trust the process, and we have to believe in yourself and not just sell. Well, if you want to sell, I mean, that's your decision, but right now, if you want to sell your altcoins, I mean, maybe you should wait for Bitcoin dominance to start dropping first, but that's not financial advice. But yeah, I don't have anything else. I mean, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our Discord server where we post multiple updates a day. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.